far beyond the rim of known space, where the familiar constellations fade into obscurity, and the very fabric of reality seems to ripple with untold mysteries, a new epoch quietly stirs into being. In this endless expanse, the stars themselves swirl in patterns unseen by any chart, their dance ancient and secret. Drifting through this cosmic ocean, a colossal object emerges, a structure of neither star nor planet, but something in between, forged by hands and minds now lost to legend. Its surface gleams with symbols older than memory, the same sigils once traced by Kael Doreen, the Prime Jedi, and etched into the deepest DNA of the Force itself. Within this celestial forge, time and space twist in ways that defy simple understanding. Corridors curve upon themselves, chambers expand and contract, and every step forward is a journey inward as well as outward. Here, Rey walks with quiet purpose, her steps echoing in the impossible halls. She is changed, older, wiser, her eyes reflecting the weight and clarity of all she has seen. At her side, 7 students of diverse origin follow, each bearing the spark of the Force in their own way. One is a young Twi'lek, her eyes wide with wonder. Another, an elder human, his face lined by years and wisdom. Each has come seeking answers, each drawn by the call that once beckoned Kael across the millennia. They enter a chamber vast beyond comprehension, a sphere whose walls shimmer with the energy of the living Force. At its heart floats the crucible of the wills, a cube of pure, radiant energy, humming with knowledge and possibility. It pulses in time with their hearts, as if inviting them to draw nearer. Rey turns to her students, her voice gentle but sure. What you are about to witness has been hidden since the dawn of the Force itself. The crucible responds to their presence, casting forth a holographic vision of the galaxy in its infancy. The stars spiral outward, focusing upon a single primitive world where the Force first stirred awake in sentient minds. Before there were Jedi, before there were Sith, there were the Wills, Rey explains. And before the Wills, there was Kael Doran. The vision shifts. Kael appears, not as the teacher Rey met, but as he was in the beginning, raw and primal, a being born of longing and potential, not flesh and bone. He is both part of the world and apart from it, a bridge between the formless Force and the forms it would one day take. In the vision, Kael divides his essence, shaping the first Jedi and the first Sith, not as adversaries, but as two halves of a single truth. When Kael divided himself to teach others, Rey says, the schism began. The Jedi and Sith are not enemies by nature, but fragments of a shattered whole. The eternal conflict was never meant to be. Light and dark were meant to dance together, not war until one claims victory. The Crucible's vision expands, showing the eons-long spiral of galactic history, the rise and fall of empires, the birth and death of heroes, the endless cycle of hope and despair. Every 25,000 years, the galaxy aligns, the barriers between worlds thin, and the cycle has a chance, just a chance, to finally break. Anakin Skywalker, Luke, Ben Solo, myself, we were all instruments of the Force, Rey continues, her voice carrying the solemnity of one who has seen the pattern from above. Each convergence brought the opportunity for true balance. Each time the chance was missed, and so the cycle continued. Now, the Crucible reveals possible futures, dozens, hundreds, branching out from this moment. Some are bright, others dark, many repeating the ancient mistakes. But among them, new possibilities shimmer, born of the lessons now learned. Rey's lightsaber, a blade of shifting color, ignites, a symbol of unity, not division. What we build now is neither Jedi nor Sith. We are the Kael Dorim, the balanced ones. We embrace emotion without being ruled by it. We seek knowledge without being limited by it. We acknowledge the dark without fearing it. We channel the light without being blinded by it. Suddenly, the Crucible expands its reach, enveloping each student in a vision unique to their soul. One faces a storm of rage, another the chains of attachment, another the shadow of fear, another the mirage of pride. Each must confront, accept, and harmonize these forces within themselves, not to suppress or indulge, but to integrate. Ray stands watchful as each student emerges changed. Their eyes, for a moment, flash emerald green, the mark of Kael's legacy. The Crucible's energy binds them, forging a new connection not only between themselves, but with all living things. This is what the Force has always intended, Ray intones. Not light triumphant over dark, nor dark consuming light, but balance within each being. The students rise, transformed, the Force now flowing through them in a way never before seen. Across the galaxy, the change is felt. On distant worlds, Force-sensitive beings, some aware, some not, pause in their daily lives, looking up as if hearing a melody long forgotten. The ripples from the forge spread outward, seeding the possibility of a new age. Ray gazes out at the stars, her students at her side. Behind them, just for a heartbeat, the spectral form of Kael Doreen appears, his mission at last fulfilled, his essence returning to the greater whole. It is finished, Kael whispers, his voice echoing through the chamber and the cosmos. Ray shakes her head, a gentle smile on her lips. No! It is just beginning. She lifts her hand, and in a quiet miracle, thousands across the galaxy do the same, united by a new understanding, a new hope. High above, the spiral arms of the galaxy, for a fleeting instant, coalesce into the outline of Kael's face, serene and smiling, before dissolving once more into the infinite stars. And somewhere, on a remote world, a child traces lines in the sand. The drawing flickers with life, Kael's image shimmering in the dust. The child looks up, emerald eyes shining. I remember, the child whispers, the memory of balance echoing through the ages. The Force is one, as are we all. And so, a new era dawns, where the divisions of the past are healed, and the promise of balance finally takes root among the stars.